Now moving on to one of the top stories of the day, Curro Holdings received approval for its listing to be transferred from AltX to the main board of the JSE. Curro is currently the third largest in terms of market cap on the AltX. To tell us more, we're joined from our Cape Town studio by Chief Executive Chris van der Merwe. Chris, thanks very much for joining us this evening. Can you tell us what's behind the rationale, just in terms of size? Is it about moving on to bigger things?
Yes, good evening, Bronwyn. Indeed, we always wanted to be on the main board since last year. Obviously, being on the main board will increase the company's credibility. We really feel that it's an aggressive growing company, so there's always positive news. And it's much more inviting for institutional investors. So we're very positive regarding this move.
Chris, as you move from AltX to the main board, it looks to me like you're going to try and issue or have another rights issue. How much money are you looking to raise, and more importantly, what are you looking to use that money for?
Yes, we are currently in a rights issue. So as from this morning, investors could start trading. Now the aim is to get approximately 477 million South African rands. Now obviously we've mentioned in the media that PSG will follow their rights. So just with that move, we will get about 346 million rands. And then we also have a private placement by Tembeka Capital. And with that strategy, we will get an additional 128 million rands. Totaling to about 477. Now, obviously, Curro Holdings develop their own schools, but they also do acquisitions from time to time, and we really have ample opportunities to use this money to the benefit of the investors.
Hi, Chris, Viv here. I see you have 4 platforms, and you've basically increased exposure in the creche sector and the lower income sector. What do you see in terms of growth for those particular sectors, and what's your plans going forward with regards especially to the creche and the lower level offering that you have at the moment?
Yes, so we have the 4 brands. In terms of the established schools, for instance, the Woodhill school that we purchased, I don't think there's many of them to acquire. But if the opportunity arises, we will pursue that avenue. Then as far as the Curro original schools are concerned, we will constantly develop approximately 5 to 7 of them per year. For instance, this year we're constructing 6 of them. Then in terms of the very affordable brand Meridian, we currently have 3 of them in the company. We are constructing an additional 2 of them. But we have enough of opportunity to also construct approximately 3 to 5 of them per annum. And then as far as the Curro Junior Academies are concerned, in your language, the creches, there's many of them to acquire. Currently we have 2, but we can acquire many. The market is really open. So I guess the 40 school vision for 2020 is now readdressed. We can rather refer to approximately 80 schools because of the 4 brands.
Chris, being the mother of 2 small children, I've just entered the schooling fray and realized that it is a dog-eat-dog world. So from a demand-supply perspective, certainly on the ground, I understand that demand, and I'm experiencing it myself, that demand is outweighing supply. Is that what you're seeing? And is that what is boosting your model?
Yes, undoubtedly, the demand is quite hectic. Now for Curro Holdings, it's good because we can choose the best ones. I don't think it's because of the fact that the X-Model C schools are so bad. I just think that the state, don't build many new ones or any new ones of them. So that's the role that we play. Giving the state then the capital that they had to spend on our ventures to reinvest in the less privileged areas. So it's a win-win situation between private and state.
Just very quickly, Viv, one last question from you.
Just a question, going back to the rights issue. When do you next foresee coming to the market for more capital? And how long do you think this money is going to last you, especially considering your quite aggressive growth strategy that you do have?
Bear in mind that after this rights issue, our gearing will be about 17%, which is very, very attractive to the bankiers. We implement a formula that we take 60% finance in terms of financing from debt from the bankiers, and then we take about 40% from equity, getting that money from the marketplace. So this should see us through for a long time, because in time we're going to generate our own cash to construct our own schools. So I think this should see us through. Remember, we've got financing from the bankiers, and we also have this rights issue that we can use. So at least for the next 24 to 36 months we will be okay. Also bear in mind that the market is much wider now, so it all has to do about how big we think.